Renenutet, goddess of harvest and nourishment. In the annals of ancient Egyptian mythology, amidst the grandeur of pyramids and the mysteries of the pharaohs, there existed a deity whose influence was felt in every golden ear of corn, in every plump grape on the vine, and in every fish caught in the bountiful waters of the Nile. Renenutet, the revered goddess of harvest and nourishment, held a position of utmost importance in the hearts and minds of the Egyptian people, her benevolent presence weaving through the fabric of their agricultural society. The divine origin of Renenutet. Renenutet's origins are rooted in the primordial myths of creation, where gods and goddesses shaped the universe and everything within it. Some ancient texts speak of Renenutet as the daughter of Ra, the sun god, born from his tears of joy as he witnessed the fertility of the earth. Others claim she emerged from the waters of Nun, the chaotic abyss from which all life sprang forth. Regardless of her precise lineage, Renenutet's role as the bestower of abundance and sustenance was undisputed. Symbolism and depiction. Depicted in art and hieroglyphs as a woman with the head of a cobra, Renenutet's symbolism was rich and multifaceted. The cobra, known for its protective instincts and deadly venom, represented Renenutet's dual role as guardian and benefactor. She was the protector of crops, warding off pests and ensuring a successful harvest, yet she was also the giver of life, nourishing the people with the fruits of their labor. In her hands, she often held symbols of fertility and abundance, such as the ankh and the cornucopia, signifying her role in sustaining life. Cult and worship. The cult of Renenutet was widespread across Egypt, with temples dedicated to her found in major cities and rural villages alike. Priests and priestesses served as intermediaries between the people and the goddess, performing rituals and ceremonies to ensure her blessings upon the land. Offerings of freshly harvested grain, fruits, and livestock were presented at her altars, accompanied by prayers and hymns praising her generosity. Farmers and agricultural workers looked to Renenutet for guidance and protection, believing that her favor would guarantee a bountiful harvest and prosperity for their communities. Renenutet's role in daily life. In the daily lives of the ancient Egyptians, Renenutet's influence was pervasive. From the moment seeds were sown in the fertile soil to the time of harvest and storage, her presence was invoked through rituals and superstitions. Farmers would offer prayers to Renenutet before planting, seeking her blessing for a fruitful crop. During harvest festivals, her statues were adorned with garlands of flowers and offerings of food, celebrating the abundance she provided. Even in times of hardship, when crops failed or famine threatened, people turned to Renenutet in hope and supplication, believing in her power to restore abundance and fertility to the land. Myths and legends. The myths surrounding Renenutet were varied and colorful, reflecting the complexities of agricultural life in ancient Egypt. One story spoke of her role as the nursemaid of the infant pharaoh, nurturing him with the milk of divine kindness and wisdom. Another tale told of her encounter with the serpent Apophis, symbolizing the eternal struggle between order and chaos, fertility and barrenness. Through these myths, Renenutet's importance as a guardian of life's essential elements, food, water, and fertility, was underscored, reinforcing her status as a beloved and indispensable deity. Myths and legends of Renenutet. One of the most enduring myths surrounding Renenutet is the tale of her encounter with Apophis, the serpent of chaos. In this myth, Renenutet is depicted as a fierce protector, battling against Apophis to safeguard the fertility of the land. Apophis, with his venomous fangs and insatiable hunger, symbolized the forces of chaos and destruction that threatened the order and abundance of the natural world. Renenutet's victory over Apophis in this myth represented the triumph of life over death, of fertility over barrenness, and it was often reenacted in ritualistic performances during important agricultural festivals. Another myth portrayed Renenutet as the divine nursemaid of Horus, the falcon-headed god associated with kingship and the sun. In this role, Renenutet nurtured and protected the young Horus, instilling in him the wisdom and strength needed to rule the land. This myth emphasized Renenutet's nurturing and maternal aspects, highlighting her role not only as a provider of physical nourishment, but also as a guide and mentor in matters of leadership and governance. Rituals and offerings to Renenutet. The worship of Renenutet was accompanied by a variety of rituals and offerings designed to honor and appease the goddess. Priests and priestesses conducted ceremonies at her temples, offering prayers, incense, and sacrifices to invoke her blessings upon the land. Offerings of freshly harvested grain, fruits, and vegetables were presented as symbols of gratitude and devotion, while elaborate feasts and processions celebrated Renenutet's role in sustaining life. During the annual harvest festival, known as the Feast of Renenutet, communities would gather to partake in communal meals, dances, and music dedicated to the goddess. Farmers would bring the first fruits of the season to Renenutet's temple, symbolizing the beginning of the harvest cycle and expressing their reliance on her for a successful yield. These rituals not only honored Renenutet but also served to strengthen social bonds within the community, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. Cultural significance of Renenutet. Renenutet's significance extended beyond agriculture to encompass broader themes of fertility, abundance, and renewal. She was often invoked in matters of childbirth, with women seeking her protection and assistance during pregnancy and labor. Offerings of food and drink were made to Renenutet during childbirth ceremonies, asking for her blessings for a healthy mother and child. Additionally, Renenutet played a role in the Egyptian concept of Ma'at, the cosmic order and harmony that govern the universe. As the provider of sustenance and nourishment, Renenutet contributed to the balance and equilibrium of Ma'at, ensuring that life flourished and prospered in accordance with divine laws. Legacy and reverence. Despite the passage of millennia and the evolution of belief systems, Renenutet's legacy endures in modern times. Her imagery and symbolism continue to inspire artists, writers, and scholars, serving as a reminder of humanity's deep connection to the cycles of nature and the importance of stewardship in sustaining life. Renenutet's role as a goddess of harvest and nourishment resonates across cultures, transcending boundaries and speaking to universal themes of abundance, gratitude, and renewal.